Hi, my name's Dave. Thanks for tuning in to The Bearded Wanderer. Today I'm just going to go through what I keep in my car, and especially what I keep in my car during the winter. So let's get into it. So first things first, even in summer, always carry at least a 2 litre bottle of water with me. Just really good to keep hydrated. Always have these bungee cords in the car, just keeps everything nice and tidy. Now for my in-car bag, this is what I keep in the car at all times. However, it does vary from time of year what I use. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so this is the bag that I keep in the car. This is set up for winter time. As you'll see here on the outside, I have a nice thick pair of winter gloves. These, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen a photo of these. These are Yak Trax walkers. These give extra traction in snow and ice. On this side I just have some electrician's tape and an extra bungee cord. In the top just have this torch. There will be a review coming on here. I'm just giving that a test now to see what it's like. I also keep emergency foil blankets, one for everybody that's in the car, and that's set for the maximum capacity of my car. Because sometimes I go up to that number of people in the car, so make sure I've got one for everybody. In this pocket down here I have food, so granola bars, chocolate bars, as well as several packs of these hand warmers, and these can be put inside your coats, inside your gloves, especially these. They go in nicely at the back just to keep your extremities nice and warm during the cooler months, especially if you have to be out messing with the engine or changing tyres. Your fingers can get really cold and they'll stop working the colder they get, so you keep them warm. Good days. Now in this pack up here, small can of WD-40 because it's fantastic stuff. Now I have this snow grip, and it's called Liquid Snow Chain, and what you do is you get pair of rubber gloves or latex gloves. You just take it off and you give it a shake. You spray it on the tyres and it adds extra traction for a period of time. You can't go very fast, you can't go very far, but it'll get you out of some tricky situations. So good stuff. I've used that last year. Really handy. De-icer, so if you have to park your car and such, you just need to get it off. Always handy to have. Just a self-explanatory scraper. I don't like using scrapers because you can scratch your windscreen. Got a pair of like builder gloves, just thick grippy, well sorry not thick but thin grippy gloves that I can use to change the tyres. Still feel through them so I can do finer jobs with them on. Then I have this Easy Melt ice. It's like a chemically treated ice. Melts snow and ice really quickly. I've used this a couple of times as well. Really handy stuff to have. In the back I have high-vis jackets. There's one for everybody, and there's a couple in the overhead compartment in the main body of the car. I also carry a spare bulb kit for this car. There's also some fuses in there. Get down here. A X-issue NATO folding spade. It's not been sharpened. I don't really need to use it as a weapon. You know, I'm not saying there won't be ever a need to use it as a weapon, but I just won't. Now this is the cheaper version of what you can use. These are just a bit of carpet tile cut to the footprint of a tyre roughly, and you can slide these in under a tyre and it just gives a little bit of extra traction. Failing that, I have these which you slide in and that will give you definite traction. Sorry for knocking the camera there. That will give you some real good traction on snow and ice. Real handy to have. And that, my friends, is about what I have in this particular bag. Now I'll go around the rest of the car and show you what else I have. Alright guys, so this is the inside of my car. I always have a map with me. This is a couple of years out of date now, but that's fine. I usually let them go to about 3 years and then I update them, so this is coming up for its update now. So that covers all the major roads and routes of Great Britain and Ireland. So it's handy. It's not a very detailed map, but it gets me around on the roads that I need to go on. So I also carry a power bank with me, fully charged. This will charge up a couple of iPads fully or mobile phones repeatedly, and I have both Apple and Android charging wires on there. Something that's always handy to carry, and it shows that I'm an old man, is a chamois leather, just to help get rid of dirt off the mirrors mainly. And I carry this with me, which is my Maxpedition. I think this is the Fat Man or Fat Boy, can't remember what it was called. But this, I have my little tool bag in that I use for various bits and bobs. So back into the boot and I'll show you what I keep in this bad boy. I can't believe I said bad boy. Okay guys, so this is my Maxpedition case. I have some rubber coat or plastic coated steel wire on the outside. I can't give you a use for that, I've no idea why I have it there, I just do. Some more electrician's tape. This is a extending magnet. Had to use this a couple of times. When you have kids, you'll find that they drop everything and it always seems to go down a drain or a grate somewhere, or it's just that little bit out of your fingertip reach, so it's always handy to have. Put that to one side. Have a pen. I have another torch. Again, it's just a bog standard cheapo torch. I don't even think it's branded, so it does the job. I have a small little socket set which goes there. I didn't bother with the handle for that, so it's not necessary. Various Allen keys and small like glasser repair kit there. Have I moved it? Yeah, I moved it. So here I have the small Stanley screwdriver. It's got different heads in it, top and bottom. It's okay, but it's not great. But I've not seen anything that's can do the jobs better yet. So I'm hoping Stanley will listen and make some changes to that. Now I have wheelchair users in my family, so I have various spanners and things to change tyres with should one of the wheels become loose or be damaged. It does happen, annoyingly, but just the way things are. That is a piece of duct tape. That's proper duct tape wrapped around a piece of itself, memory serves. I think there's about 2 meters, maybe 3 meters worth on there. Again, it does come in handy. Just a little bit of yellow wax crayon, just to help with marking something if I need it marking. A lighter, one of those little like jet flame ones. I also have a load of bobby pins, because I read that they were really helpful to have. Never had to use them, so I don't know. Pièce de resistance in this kit is my rebar. This has got me out of a number of scrapes. Love it, absolutely love it. I don't think you can go wrong with Leatherman tools. So yeah, I think everybody has a Leatherman tool, and if you don't, you should. And in the back here I have zip ties of varying sizes, just in case I come across that terrorist that I can capture, or alternatively for just cinching things down that come loose, and a little notepad. But that's where I keep in my little Maxpedition. Everything has been used or has a use already identified for it. Some things have multiple uses. But yeah, there you go. The last thing that I always keep in the car, and I forgot to mention earlier, highly professional of me, is a warning triangle. Just nice and obvious what that does. And I always keep that in the car as well, just a breakdown triangle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks.